Hey there, YouTubers. All right, so we're looking at the i7-13700K. We're going to do some benchmarks with it. We have that there. We have it on a Asus Prime Z690P motherboard. We've got 16 gigs of 4800 megahertz RAM in here, which shouldn't come into play. And we are actually using the Intel UHD graphics. Now I had to redo this build a couple times now. One, I put my CPU fans on. I never do this usually, but I forgot to put the RAM in, right? It's like a rookie mistake. How is somebody with my experience doing that? And then the other thing was I didn't tighten the CPU cooler all the way down. So if you watch the build of this computer, keep that in mind that there's a couple of screw ups in there. All right, so let's run this benchmark after we check this. So we're just going to go ahead and put turbo boost all the way to the max. And then I'm going to run the benchmark. We're going to run R20. And so this should be, I think, in the 8,000, 9,000 range. I'm going to guess. And I did previously just do the i9 12900. We did the i5 13600KF. And I can put some links down below if you guys want to see how they compare. What I don't have on this computer, 4419. Huh. That does not seem like a very good score, folks, for an i7 13700K. Let's see here. How much power were we using? 147, 142. And this is in a Z690 motherboard, so it should be cranking. Alright, we'll let this cool off a moment. And then we will go over to here. What I don't have on this computer, I think, is hardware info 64. So I'm going to run R20 one time without, oops, that's not the right one. I'm going to run R20 one time. With using XTU to track the data. And then we'll use hardware info. So obviously this thing got up there, but I don't know why that score is so lousy. We'll find out here, folks. There's the i9 12900. If this thing's running right, it will beat that. All right. Let's go ahead and jump over here. Temperatures will be a little bit hotter, and it will use more power, which it's already doing. And I'm a little surprised, 168 watts. I kind of figured it would need at least the same amount of power that the i9 12900 needed, but that might make this CPU better as far as efficiency goes. So it did get up to at least 72 degrees. And now it's dropping back. Excuse me for yawning. Alright, 72 degrees. Let's see what the score is. 5385, folks. We've got something wrong with this CPU. Gonna have to figure this out. The only thing I could think of, but this is so high, is that throttle stop was engaged, but it's not. To see, yeah, those are the type scores I would expect if throttle stop was engaged. We have an updated BIOS, and yet we have one of the worst benchmarks. This is almost not even like it's an i7-13700K. It's performing that badly. Do I have a possibly bad CPU? What am I doing wrong? I might have to do some of this other stuff. Let's go ahead and optimize now. I agree. We might have to try another motherboard. I mean, there's nothing on the motherboard that could be causing this. Intel Speed Optimizer failed. Wow. That's not good, folks. Never had that happen. Are we able to edit this stuff? It's almost like this is a lock CPU. I don't think that's going to do anything, but it's like the only thing I can adjust. So temperatures weren't bad. It won't let me do that, whatever it is. And I doubt this is a case where Windows 11 versus Windows 10 matters. Just run another benchmark. Still a lousy score, really high processor frequency. Can't adjust anything in here. Unless I have something screwed up in my motherboard settings. Well, that's going to do it for this video, folks. We're going to have to spend a lot of time on this.